Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Vakas. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll briefly explain various statistical tests that are used in biostat calculations. Regarding step one, you just need to know few basic things: when to use t-test, when to use ANOVA, and when to use chi-square. So let's talk about t-test first. T-test is used when you're comparing two means of two groups under study. And by mean is basically a numerical value that's obtained after uh, studying the group, and then you calculate a mean value. So and that mean value has a standard deviation and all that. So for example, we are studying two groups. We have group A and we have group B, and we are studying baseline glucose level in these two groups. So group A was found to have mean blood glucose level of 110, okay, with a standard deviation of 5, but the mean is 110. While group B has a mean blood glucose level of 125 with standard deviation of 7. So we have two groups, and these two groups have different mean values of blood sugar. Group A has mean of 110, while group B has mean value of 125. So when you want to compare these two groups, the mean of these two groups, they're going to ask which test are going to use. The answer is going to be we're going to use t-test. So it's pretty much simple related to step one, that when do you have a question and they're doing a study between two groups and they give you mean values of those two groups and they ask which test is used. So t-test is going to be used in this case. So addition to that is ANOVA, analysis of variance. When you're comparing three or more means. In previous case, you were just comparing means of two groups. So for example, we had group A and B in the previous above example, and for example, if we add a group C, and group C has mean sugar level of 135. Previously we had 110, 125, and now we have 135. So now we have three mean values of three different groups. And that if they ask which test you want to use, that's going to be ANOVA, analysis of variance, for that when we have three or more mean values. So the simple note is that ANOVA and t-test are used for numerical values. You will have a digit number to look for in the actual exam. When you have different digit numbers and they ask you to compare these, then you can use t-test or ANOVA. If there are two groups, then you use t-test, and if there are three groups, then you use ANOVA. So that's pretty much the simple points that you need to have in your mind, and these questions are going to be very simple. Now coming on to chi-square. So above values, we said that those are numerical values, the digit numbers, and you're doing comparison for those. But in chi-square, you compare two or more categorical or proportional values. And what is meant by that? What are these values? They include percentages, high or low. For example, they said that this group has low blood sugar while the other group has high blood sugar. They didn't give a value, they just said high or low. They can say tall and short, they can say obese or underweight, different groups basically. So when you have these categorical values, then we use chi-square analysis, and in the question they will usually give a 2 by 2 table, or a table at the equals, the values will be in the form of a table, and they will ask which test you use to compare these different values. So you will use chi-square analysis. So let's give an example. that can help us differentiate whether it's which one is categorical and which one is numerical value. For example, again, we have group A, group B, and we have group A, group B. So in the first example, group A has mean height of 170 centimeter and standard deviation is 5, while group B has mean height of 160 centimeter, standard deviation of 4. So that's first example, keep that in mind. Now we have another group A. In this group, we have individuals who have height greater than 180 centimeter, meaning they are tall. While group B, they have individuals who have height less than 160 centimeter, meaning they are short. So what's the difference between these two studies? In example 1, they we are studying the actual numerical values between two groups. We and in this case it's 170 in group A, while in group B it's 160. They have given numerical values. While in the second example, they haven't given a mean value. They're just saying that this group has individuals who have this height greater than 180. So they can be 185, 186, 187, anything. But the main thing is that they have tall individuals, while group B has short individuals. So this is not a numerical value, even though we have digits here. But the overall comparison that's going on is between tall and short individuals. It's not a comparison between different values. So in example 1, we have numerical values, so we will use t-test. While in example 2, we're comparing two categorical groups, either tall or short, so we will use chi-square analysis. I hope these example helps clear it up. By and will You can get further clarification by practicing questions and clarifying it that which are categorical and which are numerical values. But it's very straightforward that you just have to identify whether they're talking about actual values or they're talking about categories. So that's pretty much it about this video, and hope to see you guys next time.